Yes, once again, wonderful Biafrans across the globe, people of conscience, and of course, concerned Nigerian citizens. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, of course, streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio, a platform that is dedicated to protecting the overall interest of the people of Biafra. And there is need for us to ignore what is going on around us and then pretend as if all is well. But come to think of it, in the real essence, we would have been part of those who has contributed this great atrocity that is befalling our people. And so it is imperative in a time like this that when we see things that are wrong, we will speak out. And we do not expect our people to understand everything we are seeing in a time like this, but it's just a matter of time. This morning, I want us to look briefly at a topic I entitled, A Dire Need for Biafrans to Recount Their Steps in a Time Like This. One of my last posts I made on my Facebook page, Original Justice Mariri, not the one being managed by Nnamdi Kanu or Benjamin Madubugu, was warning those who come on my platform to type rubbish. I have given you time and I have seen that you are not ready to change. And so as I'm broadcasting and you're on my platform, you type rubbish, I will block you. We are getting closer to the point where I will have to come for all of you one-on-one, face-to-face. We need to keep ourselves low because it's not about us. It is about our people and the need to save them. And that is why I said there is a dire need for us to recount our step. And this morning we are looking at those of you who come on my Facebook page to comment rubbish. You don't know me, I don't know you. You've not offended me, I've not offended you, except you are leaving your Facebook page to come to my own wall to talk rubbish. You don't know Nnamdi Kanu, and I know Nnamdi Kanu, because that is the only reason why you come on my page to insult me. And the point is that your insult will not change the truth I know about Nnamdi Kanu. Since you don't want to be safe, we will help you go to the destination you want to go to. So when you come here, you type rubbish on any of the page that I happen to be an admin, I will block you. And if I know you anywhere around Nigeria, I will send thunder for you in person. So please, respect yourself. It's been almost 3 years you have been doing this on my wall. That is by the way. So there is need for you to recount your step. What has it given to you? What have you achieved by it? You have not been able to rubbish me the last time I checked. You have not been able to rubbish me. And I'm still here in Biafra land. Still doing what I made a vow. What Nnamdi Kanu gave me the oath to defend. I'm still doing that. And so which role are you playing? That is one. Number two area we need to recount our step is regarding the area of Nigerian state as of this moment. It's almost 8 years ago, a lot of Nigerian citizens hit the street of Nigeria. They were all shouting and clamoring, change, change, change. They want to bring about change, economic change, political change. In their mind, they were thinking that there is a change, a positive change that is going to come in their way. It was so strong that a lot of people died in stampede as a result of going about campaigning for Buhari. But their inability to recant their step and renegotiate their stand is what has kept us here. I was still a child in 1983, but at least was sensible enough to know that we almost ate shit in my family. The poverty was so high that it was referred to as austerity measure. Everywhere it's unbelievable. This was Buhari government of 1983. Numerous atrocities was carried on. And if I can remember the pain we went through in my society, in my community, under the reign of Buhari, and then something must be wrong with me to go and vote for Buhari the second time. But you see, Nigerians, without apology, are very gullible people. Anything goes. And so Buhari came up again, and somewhere along the line, they believed, yes, they can be able to effect a change. What do? They were shouting, change, 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 change. Now the change is here. From the creation of Nigeria to this very moment, President Buhari has been able to relegate everyone to the background, including his own people. Some of the policy being initiated by the Central Bank of Nigeria is meant to completely liquidate the Nigerian economy. All of you who don't go to bank, you're going to lose huge amount of your money. The CBN has promised to display the Naira note from tomorrow. And of course, when this is done, to be able to change the cash in your possession is going to be an issue. Today, government, when Goodluck left office, a bag of foreign rice was sold for 8,000 naira. And today, if you get it for 50-something thousand, and then maybe you are close to the border. Why am I saying this? If we have recanted our step back then in 83, what Buhari did, nobody will vote him today. And now there is another political transition ongoing in the Nigerian state. This one is even stronger than Buhari change. Everybody is everywhere, obedient, 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 obedient. And if I am of that breed, that class, who believe in Nigerian politics, I will be doing the same thing. I have said it time without number in my other broadcast. If I have my PVC, if I decide to stand up and go and vote for anybody now, I will vote for Peter Obi. Why? Because he's an angel? No way. I can give you 1,000 reasons why I will not vote for Peter Obi. I have more reason why I should not vote for him, more than why I should vote for him. But even at that, with the current dispensation, I will vote Peter Obi. Because the three persons coming out to tell you to vote for them as the next president of Nigeria, they are greater evil. But that is not my concern this morning, but I want Biafrans to recount their step. While we are voting our conscience, while we are everywhere trying to bring in Peter Obi, I think there is need for us to begin to recount our footstep back to Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. With Peter Obi, with the current Nigerian constitution, be able to make a change? Now, understand, this is not talking somebody down. This is facing reality. Will Peter Obi be able to impart a positive change in the Nigerian state as we talk today, considering the position of the Nigerian constitution? A lot of you know already that even though Peter Obi want to do the right thing, the cabals in the north are going to cripple him. And they will do this by the simple fact that the Nigerian fraudulent constitution will aid them. And if the National Assembly have almost the final say in every decision Peter Obi will make, Who are these members of this national constitution? Who are the people who will be able to make decisions that affect Nigerians from the National Assembly? Who are they? Is it Peter Obi that will stand up and carry cutlass? Maybe Nnamdi Kanu will follow him, and then IPONC will be jumping up and down to help Peter Obi restructure Nigeria. I'm asking us to recount our steps. Compare what has happened in the time of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and then there should be need for us to get ready to improvise, because it's almost upon us. If President Barack Obama of then America will call Goodluck and ask him to leave office for Buhari, I wonder what they will tell Peter Obi. Now you check it. After all disobedience, it's a way to go. How will he deal with the Nigerian Constitution? How will he influence the National Assembly? Who is going to represent him? The South-South or the Southeast or the Southwest or the North Central or whatever? Who is going to, how is he going to make this change? I don't want us to be lost in the midst of it all, because every failure we record, it demeans the hope and the chances of our people to stand up to fight for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm putting it clear. Every mistake we make, it cripples the faith of older people, the next generation around us. And so, why we are trying to vote for Peter Obi, why we are doing what we are doing, I beg you in the name of God, if you like the black people on this earth, if you like Nigerians, if you say you like your people, understand that at this moment, who is at the helm of affairs in the Nigerian state is not the issue. The issue is the Nigerian Constitution. Why we go out there to vote our conscience? I hope we are gathering the same momentum to challenge the Nigerian Constitution, which is actually the pendulum of chaos that is in the system or in the Nigerian state as you know today. Me and you know. Why I'm not saying anything there is that it's not yet time. After election, that is when we will remind you about this day. It's not yet time. So let us recount our step. There are different groups out there already clamoring for a better Nigeria. This is the time for all of you to get ready. It's either we'll solve the problem of one Nigeria once and for all. Let everybody go his own way. Nigeria is referred to the giant of Africa, not because of the development or the human capacity therein that are being used for the advantage of the people. It is the size of it, not how they've been able to make use of them. We are blessed. One of the most populous African nations, endowed with natural and human resources. But we cannot fail to tell ourselves or remind ourselves that we are one of the poorest in the world. One of the miserable countries. Nobody will believe what happens here even happen anywhere in the world. Let's change this stereotype system of governance. Let's readdress this Nigerian state. A lot of people are playing a game of Nigeria will favor them. They are being paid to dish out propaganda, lies and disinformation. But in the end, we are all in this same mess. We are not going anywhere. And so there is need for us to recount ourselves. Recount our step back home. It could be likened to Nnamdi Kanu and his bingo. I listened with dismay to Barrister Ejiofor trying to condemn Simeon Ekpa. I listened with great pain in my heart to Barrister Ejiofor telling you that Nnamdi Kanu said he wants peace. That anybody listening to Simeon Ekpa is enemy of Biafra. And then said many things. They want peace. But I don't blame Barrister Ejiofor. He saw the milk and honey and he cashed on it. Barrister Ejiofor was telling you about our people don't have to die. Barrister Ejiofor have not told us about how many people who died in his house. When Nnamdi Kanu was messing up, Barrister Ejiofor was one of the people Nnamdi Kanu sent to come and see how they can talk me down. And even some DSS agents were calling me, you know, in their normal way. Don't talk, don't say anything, keep quiet. And those DSS agents, I'm waiting for them. Thunder will fire all of them in Nigeria. Every DSS agent working with Nnamdi Kanu, those of you living in Delta and Anambra most especially, go back and check the roll call of your members. You will see I have relatives there. So all the game you are playing, they already know. Because what Nnamdi Kanu did first of all was to send DSS against me. And he's fighting against Nigeria. These are one thing I cannot understand. This is the reason I'm calling Biafrans. There is need for us to recount our steps. Because at the end of the day, we are the one messing up ourselves. If IPOB member will understand now and begin to recount themselves, most especially the criminal-minded individuals who think they are deceiving somebody but deceiving themselves, who on social media are causing nuisance, if they are able to recount their step, we will not be here. This is how it started. Barrister Ejiofor is telling you Simeon Ekpa cannot have his own unknown gunmen because he's not in the place of Simeon Ekpa to have unknown gunmen. But Ejiofor didn't tell Nnamdi Kanu as a legal head of the legal department of IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu, you are a non-state actor. You should not introduce this. But Ejiofor is receiving money. The next thing they went to do is to bring one lawyer from America, one divine lawyer, heavenly lawyer. What do they call him? Phoenix? They went to bring him to deceive you and raise more money. Very unfortunate. Ejiofor didn't tell Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot introduce unknown gunmen. People like Majo Bidi start having issue with Nnamdi Kanu because of this unknown gunmen. People like Diokpa Uchuka from Efo have been having issue with Nnamdi Kanu because we saw he's a criminal. And people like me, we cannot take that rubbish. And so, instead of us to revolt openly, we internally disobeyed his instruction to blackmail or to kill our people. But Ejiofor didn't say that. It's not going to end there. Number one thing you must understand, Nnamdi Kanu has finished his career. Let him collect the money Nigeria has given to him and come back and stay in their village and be doing Biafra. After all, nobody is fighting Uwazurike. Have we talked about people who died because of Uwazurike? Let him come and collect money. He has finished his career. For Simeon Ekpa, for Barrister Ejiofor, their business is coming down gradually. For DOS and other people, all of you, you have met your bad market for you. But this is the time for us to recount our step. Now Nnamdi Kanu want peace. Nnamdi Kanu want everybody to work together. Nnamdi Kanu, what about the ones you have destroyed? I'm just calling our people. Let us recount our step and listen to Barrister Ejiofor. They giving us advice what Nnamdi Kanu said. Where are the people unknown gunmen killed? And then all of a sudden, from the blues, you will now have Simeon Ekpa making, what do you call it, unknown gunmen killing our people. Let Nnamdi Kanu come and join one political party now. He's a friend of Atiku. He's a friend of Peter Obi. So he can fit in any of them. Let us recount our step. Our people, majority of our people are ignorant of what is happening. But we are aware. We are monitoring them. I have taken time out for some time to commune with my God regarding my birthday. It is going to start all over again. But there is a dire need for us to recount our step as a people. It's very important. The Nigerians, where are we heading to? There is a dire need for us to recount our steps. You are one Nigeria, you are doing everything you can, you must remain in one Nigeria. Do you think you will win the battle? You're living in illusion. It's like Nnamdi Kanu thinking about 2 years ago that he's going to shut all of us up. He's waiting for us to fizzle out. His agents in every platform are doing that to make sure they shut us up. But it's not in his place to do that. The same thing is applicable to Nigeria. Nigeria is doing everything it can. It's going to shut us down. It's going to, no matter what you do, this truth we have known, nobody can suppress it. So while you are out there, you are sponsoring group. Let me tell you, the whole unknown government in the world will not change our stance. So you are giving Simeon Ekpa money. Oh, protect our land, protect our land. As of last night, Fulani attacked about 6 communities in our local government, Benue State. I keep calling up those people because they are dying already. Simeon Ekpa, send your known government. Let them go to our local government and save Igbo people there. Oh, they are not Igbo of the Southeast, so they are irrelevant. Just like I'm not Igbo of the Southeast. What I say doesn't matter. Is that what you are saying? My brother, recount your step. You are losing on daily basis. So if you like, bring out the whole unknown gunmen. Recount your step. Nnamdi Kanu cannot think he is going to stay DSS hotel and then give order, and then all will be well. Meanwhile, that is your cause. Chike Doziem will accuse Simeon Ekpa. Simeon Ekpa will accuse Chike Doziem. They will be accusing themselves. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu is the only holy man there. But in Nnamdi Kanu, his destruction will come without remedy, because the Bible has said, he that is often rebuked without taking correction, his destruction will come without remedy. He is gone already. Everything he said we should not do, everything he said which were true, he ended up becoming the evil in personification. Let us recount our step. A lot of you have abandoned agitation for presidential election. My brother, we will call result in less than 100 days from now. But why did we come out here? Could one president solve our problem? Could one governor solve our problem? Could one senator solve our problem? In fact, is there any country in the world that can solve our problem? No, recount your step. It is only the people that can solve the problem of the people. Because our problem is not their problem. You have challenges with medical health sector. They can go anywhere in the world and have first class health issues addressed, them and their family. You are dying of hunger and poverty, and you can die and nobody cares about you. You understand? And so when you are looking at such issue, you must understand that a lot of things are not right. So there is need for us to begin to recount our step. Meanwhile, let me take a little minute and look at some of Nnamdi Kanu idiots and then block them. You will be receiving notification, but you will become useless. That is what I'm going to do to you. You cannot come here again because you don't have sense. And because of people like you, we will not allow you to be disturbing our people. Because you are a criminal. Go and ask Nnamdi Kanu. He's looking for how to change or correct the mistake he has made. But then, for him to be able to do that, he needs to go back to the people that he has offended. But without doing that, and he feels somewhere along the line he is going to maneuver anybody, he is wasting his time. And somebody say, why are you hiding? If you watch me closely, every day I am coming out. Every day I am coming out. What am I coming out to do? I show you my picture. And now I'm coming up in such a way I don't want you to see me. And in a few days from now, I'll be on live video. I don't do things because you want me to do that. I do things because I am led by the Spirit of God. This is not about popularity. This is not about you are handsome or you are ugly. This is not about maybe you are a lawyer or you are a doctor. This is supposed to be, discussing issues of utmost importance as it concerns us as a people. Look at what all of you have turned to. Look at what all of you have turned to. A grown-up man like you, as senseless as you are, you cannot learn from Nnamdi Kanu. Look at Simeon Barrister Jofo now, coming to tell his bingos. Telling his bingos, we want peace. We want peace. Who is this? Let me see. What did he do? The Roma. He say, Chinasa, claiming to be freedom fighter. Yes, the Roma. You are correct. They are criminal. Where they are now the Kanu bingos? Any of them here? Who is this one? Because you people don't have sense. Tomorrow now, if you don't prepare to defend Peter Obi, if eventually he is allowed to manage that office, we are going to suffer more than you can imagine. Because you are not considering the length and the breadth of this journey. Where is this one? The criminal that sued our leader is out again in the public, in such that he want Biafra. We cannot be deceived. I think this one should be Nnamdi Kanu bingo. Be clear in what you are saying so that I can block you on time. This is Ugochukwu Nwaro. Be clear in what you say so we can know you are a criminal on time. I don't blame Simeon Ekpa for what he's doing. I don't blame unknown government for what they are doing. I don't blame anybody who is making mistake. I don't even blame Nigeria. I blame Nnamdi Kanu. We had the negotiating power to turn our life around. Nnamdi Kanu sold you, sealed you, delivered you, documented you. And then he made arrangement and pretend he was betrayed in Kenya. They've not told you about his assets in Kenya. They've not told you about how many shareholders he have in many companies around the world. They want you to believe somebody betrayed him. It's Jesus Christ. Simeon Ekpa is just a paid agent doing what he was sent to do. Don't you think it's time for us to recount our step? We have been playing this game for as long as I can remember. From the creation of Nigeria till today, we have been playing this game. Nnamdi Azikiwe and his like came up. They had what it takes to create the better Nigeria we are glamoring for today. They did not carry anybody along. They rally round themselves and create the one Nigeria. Look at where we are today. After Nnamdi Azikiwe and his era, you have Ojukwu and his men in their own time. They did the same thing. They rally round themselves. At the end of the day, look at the mess we are in today. And then we have yet another era where we have to correct this thing. Nnamdi Kanu came with the same agenda. Look at where we are today. And now you see the truth everybody should know now is that any national, it is as simple. Let us recount our step. Let us recount our step. They have started again. They have started again. They have started selling us again. Some are foolishly defending Nnamdi Kanu. They have started selling us again. Some are following their conscience to vote Peter Obi. Please begin to think about what you are going to do when the Nigerian Constitution and the cabal does not allow him to function. It is easier said than done. Because we are going to make enemy out of ourselves at the end of the day. Because many of them are going to kill many of us to keep that spirit alive, that something is happening. And nothing will happen at the end of the day. And people will die. Our people will die for it at the end of the day. So where do you belong? Simeon Ekpa men contacted me about 3 days ago. They need me to give them certain information. And the information is they want to get some video when Nnamdi Kanu and his criminal gang were messing up. That they want to use it to broadcast against Nnamdi Kanu. And I told them, I said, I will get back to you. And so Simeon Ekpa, who told the world that I ate the money they asked me to use to build a house for Chimaobi Okafor, is now coming to meet me to give him video to indict Nnamdi Kanu. Is it to indict Nnamdi Kanu that brought me here? Nnamdi Kanu will eventually come out one day and broadcast. That is when I will show the world how dirty, how stinking the guy is. Let us recount our step now. Let us recount our step now. Everything we are doing at this moment, Biafra land is left defenseless. Nobody is defending Biafra land as we speak. Nobody. The only people who will pretend to be defending Biafra are collecting their own monthly due, either in form of unknown gunmen or in form of DOS. Nothing else. And our land is more vulnerable, as you can see. Let us recount our step. Leave all this propaganda. Leave all these lies. Oh, we are moving, we are making wave. No. Look at the real issue that brought us out here in the first place. It has not been addressed. When the world notices us as complainants, even our genuine complaint will be useless to them. And we are heading towards that direction already. Let us recount our step. We tell the world we need restructure. They will say, but you people created Nigeria. Oh, we need Biafra, but you people fought for Nigeria independence. Oh, we need presidency. And if things did not go the way you plan, they will still tell you people fought for Nigerian presidency. And now, whether we created Nigeria, whether we created the system of government afflicting us today, whether we have the next president, that are not the real issue. The real issue is, if we created Nigeria, who owns the constitution that has kept us, all of us, on our knee? The issue is, if we are the one championing one Nigeria, who asked good luck to leave office? Let us recount our step. Oh, Janokwe Bukoda. Let us recount ourselves. Because a lot of things are going wrong already. Presidential election will come and go. But this instrument of subjugation, this instrument of emasculation, will not stop until the people rise. The reason why we are still here, if you are a genuine Biafran, you want our life to be redefined, not on the expense of anybody, for the simple fact that we must be the author of our destiny. I encourage you, follow what we are doing on this platform. There are a lot of Benjamin Madubugu and Nnamdi Kanu cloning my page to do rubbish. Try and listen to my audio. You will know most of the fake one they have done, they don't put broadcasts there. Maybe after this they will start uploading my broadcasts in those pages. But follow them, you will know when I'm the one and when I'm not the one. Because I can easily tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is an idiot. They can't upload this one because I told you Nnamdi Kanu is an idiot, a very hopeless criminal. So that is why they write against Nigeria, they write against anybody, so you look like it's George ONYIBE. They will never allow you to, they will not upload this stat that tells them that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal. I people should advise Barrister Jofo, the people sustaining the current evil in the name of Biafra Restoration Project is a Nnamdi Kanu legal team. It doesn't matter if it's a Chief Attorney General of Uzukume. Why do they call Nnamdi Kanu new lawyer? Or Barrister Jofo? They are the ones sustaining this evil. But it's out of their control already. This is because they did not recount their step. When Nnamdi Kanu was briefing us in the DOS how he want to form unknown gunmen, we warned him. We warned him to take example from the politicians. The Nigerian politicians will give gun to students to go and snatch ballot for them. After they snatch the ballot paper, the student will not return the gun. It becomes another menace to clean up in the society. It is easy to give somebody a gun. To collect the gun back is another problem. Even some police who eventually give gun to some misguided youth to go to robbery, to collect it is even an issue. If not that they are in the system, they have the authority to track those people and they can't retrieve those guns. And then Nnamdi Kanu told you, kill the police, take their gun, shoot them, do like this, and then maybe somewhere along the line, he's going to give order, now return your gun. Now it's not working. He has killed more Biafrans who failed to return their gun, has even betrayed many of them to Nigerian government just to get the gun back. And even with all the effort he has made, nothing is happening. Recount your step. Recount your step, our people. You notice he's coming down. Yes, he has been discharged and acquitted. Yes, he must be court martial. Do you know why discharged and acquitted is no longer reigning? Because the Fulani Janjaweed, according to Nnamdi Kanu, who owns Nigeria, has made it clear that if they release Nnamdi Kanu, they will ask Nigeria to pay compensation for all the people supposedly unknown gunmen killed. You know what that will mean? Your governors will take the little money they are supposed to use to pay civil servants, they will all use it to pay. Just go to record and find out how many millions or billions the governor of Abia State has paid to the Fulanis. Go and find out. It will shock you. It will shock you. So you are not hearing, oh, Fulani Janjaweed releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they not doing that? Nnamdi Kanu is standing between the devil and the deep blue sea. Nnamdi Kanu has betrayed his people. Nnamdi Kanu has betrayed everyone. Let me see. There is one Nnamdi Kanu bingo here. He don't have name. His name is Rising Sun. Let me block him because they have outlived their usefulness according to Nnamdi Kanu, Benjamin Madubugu. So once I notice you, I block you. Then those of you who want to be free, who want to have sense, social media warriors cannot be the one controlling our life. Stop listening to their comment. They are in Kuwait. Most of those people are in Kuwait. Our monthly due Nnamdi Kanu use it to rent a warehouse in Kuwait. The government of Kuwait should begin to investigate all the warehouses. This is where the unemployed youth, Nigerian unemployed youth are in Kuwait. They are there looking for Facebook, insulting people who did not agree with Nnamdi Kanu. This is our money. Imagine if it were invested in developing human capacity. Imagine as we are talking today, the only evidence we have that we have served our people is, we say in Ebonyi State, we were able to train 100 people on how to repair smartphone, and they are working already. We say in Delta State, we were able to train 1,000 people on how to manage fish farming, and now we know we are gaining ground. Yes, in Imo State, we were able to train 1,000 people who could research palm oil and then produce so and so. Imagine if we have been able to develop such human capacity. Imagine whether all these things they are doing today will affect us. But Nnamdi Kanu is driving private jet, looking for single mothers to sleep with, or small girl, pregnating every woman he meet across, and then he's telling he's married to Uchechi. Ask Nnamdi Kanu, how many children does he have outside wedlock? It will shock you. And he is a moral man who wants to lead us into Biafra. And you are not recounting your step. They now give you a recharge card, and you now come here and you talk rubbish. Recount your footstep now. Recount your footstep now. Why we are all doing obituary, it's not obituary this time now, it is obedient. Why we are all doing obedient? Do we even have any strategies in place for adventure obedient get there and the constitution cripple him? Because the last time I checked, as ignorant as I am, uneducated as I am, Nigerian constitution can never allow Peter Obi to function effectively and efficiently inside this Nigeria. But what will I say? Most obedient people who don't understand me may come and insult me. And if you insult me, I know you, I will make a broadcast and tell Thunder to fire you directly. But if you insult me, I don't know you, I will delete you. Because at the end of the day, whether it is Peter Obi or any other person, whatever is going on, it's affecting all of us. But those of you that get involved and those of you that did not get involved, it's affecting all of us. And now to bring this discussion to an end, if you are a Biafran, don't think this thing does not concern you. It does. And I know you are truly confused. You don't know where to start from. It's understandable all of us are suspect. But everybody is taking their side. The best thing you can do is take a side. There is a war coming. The question you should ask yourself is, have you taken your side? You need to choose a side. Because I want to believe that in the nearest future, our people will come together and decide that it's time for us to take what we want, our life back. And you see, if you don't belong to any group, you don't exist. Whether you are from Urobo, whether you are from Ishekiri, whether you are from anywhere, this is the time. This is the time for you to make a stand. And you know where you're supposed to be. Let me see if I can steal this one. He said, ONYIBE, and for saying ONYIBE, son in virtuous, you are a Fulani born child, and I'm blocking you right now. You don't have sense. You don't have sense. Because that is the level of damage done to the mind of our people. I encourage you, you follow my broadcast. You will see my WhatsApp page there. Our people are gathering already. We are not gathering to insult people. We are not gathering to tell you we are who we are not. We are gathering to see how we can organize our people. How we can be able to attack and clean up this mess in our society. And of course, we encourage political participation, not political hooliganism or political nuisance or political tout. We encourage it because somewhere along the line, we cannot save ourselves without those at the corridor or pavilion of power. It is going to take all of us to save all of us. You are free to inbox me. We'll continue from there. We don't say much there. We don't talk much there. We are looking for the right opportunity to save our people. So recount your step. Check what has happened before now. Checking Nnamdi Kanu now. Trying to use his legal team to beg for him. He's no longer a god now. Try to look at those who were shouting Buhari change, APC change, APC change. One of the greatest disability of Tinubu today is Buhari action. Buhari menace has crippled Tinubu. Buhari menace. And if that will happen, I'm only calling obedient people. Just look at what Peter Obi is doing. Go back and see how you're going to build a defensive wall for him. Because it's not a vote to be, vote to be. Do all the whole social media, we have seen it. Do all the whole activity, we have seen it. The success of Peter Obi government begin to count the moment he gets into that office. And most of you can call them now, they talk to you. They will throw that line away. Most of you will not have a say. If you take Buhari to go to Goodluck village and repair Goodluck village community road, when Goodluck was just the president that left office, you should understand why some people focus their energy in addressing the issue of Nigerian constitution. Of course, on this note, I would stop this broadcast here. I remain George ONYIBE, and of course, I come from Abo Delta State. We are the people who believe in Biafra, and we came out because we believe Nnamdi Kanu was a genuine man. Little did we know he's just a common businessman, criminal. You can see most of them. But of course, it is to be expected. And now we are at the point where we cannot shy away and pretend all is well. Or maybe other people should clean the mess. No. We are going to be here until this issue is properly addressed. Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, for instance, Barrister Jofo, tell Nnamdi Kanu to send you. The only message he can send you now is let him begin to make amends. he know where he start from. I am being patient to him because I want him to make the mistake that will destroy him completely. I released only one of his broadcasts, and many people could not believe it. The reason I released the broadcast was that when I left, for 4 months I didn't say anything. They were the one insulting me. But I said after 4 months I will respond. And when I responded, people started saying, why did you not say it since? Why did you not say it since? That was when I played that audio to tell you that I've been saying it. But outside that, I will not play it. Now the Kanu is going to come up one day after collecting money. And I say, yes, Judge ONYIBE do this, Judge ONYIBE do this. And then I will release it. Church will close. I will regret it later. And that I don't want to do. That is why I'm giving him the privilege. Let him start it. I think you heard him. Get out there, do your broadcast and get out there and go and do this. And that idiot is telling me to get out. The idiot is telling me to get out. It's alright. Let us not keep quiet. There is more beneath that the eye can see. Let us recount our step. Don't allow yourself to be used. Ask critical questions. And then be able to think, what do we do? If these things did not work, what is the next way forward? What is the next way forward? Let me see this next person. He said, assuming the court ruled against Nnamdi Kanu, you could have been celebrated. And then Nnamdi Kanu, you are against the court. That is the attitudes of enemy that hate the truth. Now he said, now let's look at this. His name is Anya Chichuku Adamba Obiaujunwa. I don't get clearly what you said, but if I understand, you are saying I'm against the court because they did not jail Nnamdi Kanu. But let's look at it if you have sense. If Nigerian court tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is discharged and acquitted, you should know that of the truth, the Nigerian court is not sincere. Nnamdi Kanu cannot come and broadcast to the whole world and say, keep police, make petrol bomb, burn Tinubu house, destroy all of them. And then court say he's discharged and acquitted. This is only possible if Nnamdi Kanu had been working for Nigeria all this while. Is that not what you are saying? Let's be sincere now and make a broadcast. I have my unknown gunmen on ground. And I said, go to Oshishioma, kill all the police there. Go to Aso Rock, kill everybody. And people are carrying out this order. And at the end of the day, I'm arrested. And then the courts of that country will say, I am discharged and acquitted. It could only by implication that I'm working for that country. Is that not what you are trying to make you people see? I will not delete you because you did not insult your father, because I am your father. You don't have sense. But if you insult me, I will delete you. You go and listen to the lies that you are, that has taken over your thinking faculty. But if it were before now, that Nnamdi Kanu actually has what it takes to stand before the competent court jurisdiction, Nigeria refused to grant him bail now. Nigeria were busy mounting up charges upon charges. That is because Nnamdi Kanu did not agree on the bargain. So every day they were doubling the charge from 7 to 14, from 14 to 21, from 21 to 67. And then all of a sudden, they finished negotiation. He agreed. The same court in a single day squashed the whole charges. My brother, if you are not wicked, what is his name? Where is the Ifegene? I cannot see your name again. If you are sincere, you will know we are telling you the truth now. Huh? Nnamdi Kanu, with his recent activity, cannot be discharged and acquitted. But now they have, if they discharge him and acquitted, no case to answer, it simply means there is no need of talking of Biafra. Because all of them have been discharged and acquitted. Or you don't have sense. what we want to hear is that they charge him for treasonable felony, for calling for secession, for calling for dividing of Nigeria, for calling for constitutional amendment. This is the area we have interest on now. Nnamdi Kanu is not guilty for calling for Nigerian division. He's no longer guilty for calling for referendum. He's no longer guilty for calling for Nigeria to be reviewed. He's guilty of all these things if he's going to be guilty. And we will agree, I am guilty of that as well. But you're telling me that with all those things he's not guilty. Invariably, you are saying that he was not fighting for any of them. But we know the truth already. Let me look at one or two. You say you are a dead fool like your dead father. This one is Zion, but of course it is to be expected. The level of damage done to the head of ordinary Igbo man, because this disease is not affecting any other tribe in Biafra land. It is more of Igbo people. This disease is functioning. Go and watch the other tribe that came out. The ones that are still talking outside the Igbo extraction are the ones that are being paid. There are some couple of people being paid by IPOB, like Terere Merere. They come and ginger your swagger. You can see Efe. He now have his asylum document. He can now, Terere Merere. You can see what is the name of this idiot. The Akwa Ibom idiot, and Shema. He can come and talk. All of them are being sponsored by Igbo. The only Igbo extraction in this place that can come up and talk rubbish are people like Faith Ogala. These are common, cheap prostitute, 20 children, 20 husbands. I don't even want to talk to them. The only person that is not Igbo, that was talking rubbish, was the witches of Massachusetts. Joseph Ferrewa. She had been expelled because she actually stood up to the truth along the line. So what are we not saying? Zion, I understand, and that is the reason why we are here. So I have just blocked you. Well, people can be bringing this thing. Where is the blocking this thing? Let me block him quick. Block Zion. Yes, it's done. So you go to Nnamdi Kanu platform and curse and insult your mother and your father. It is your cause. It's your cause. I only ask you one thing this afternoon. Let us recount. Let us recount our position, our step we have taken so far. Maybe we'll be able to envisage where it will lead us to in the coming days. I remain George ONYIBE, and I sign off from here. Ndewonu.